Alright, welcome to DeerSchool. I think one of the biggest things we're famous for is the food we produce, and the food we produce is realistic. It's every day, it's something you can make during the week, and this is the first of one of our home series. Come with us as we make Venison Teriyaki Meatballs. Alright, super simple this one, and the best dishes I reckon are minimal ingredient dishes. We've got not a lot going on here. Soy sauce, sesame seed oil, we've got a bit of cornstarch, brown sugar, breadcrumbs, some veg, and away we go. There's not a lot happening here with this one. It should be pretty quick to make. Cool. We've got a good sort of 500-600 grams here of venison tenderloin and a piece of backstrap. If you hunt enough deer like we do, you end up with all sorts of random bits in the freezer, and this is a great way to combine the whole lot together. That tenderloin can go through the mincer as is, but this piece of backstrap we need to cut off that silver zone there, and we'll do that now. I simply just reach under there like that, peel off that backstrap layer, that fat layer as it were. Don't have the dogs turn up. No, it's camera shy. Brilliant. This bit here, we don't want that at all. That's no good. We don't want that. All I'm doing now is just cutting this into a size. I'll know we'll go down the chute of the mincer, and away we go. Alright, so we'll just assemble all our mincing stuff here. By the way, always invest in a quality mincer. Okay. Away we go. So take note of that, no fat at all. That is just 100% pure, free-range, organic red meat from the Victorian forest. There's no need to add any pork fat to this at all. Very healthy. Alrighty, so onions in a meatball. Don't put onion chunks in a meatball. When the onion cooks, it's going to expand and your meatballs are going to break apart, and we don't want that. So we're going to mince the onion. Go, and this is going to help hold the meatballs together, which is all part of it. And that's just a regular sized brown onion in the mix. Give it a tap, and away we go. Brilliant, so we've got our minced meat. We're now going to add the meatball ingredients. We've just got that minced brown onion from before, the garlic and ginger, salt and pepper, and remember not too much salt because a fair bit of soy goes into this in a minute. The breadcrumbs, and I've got 1/4 cup of milk. We're going to play with the amount of milk here to get the right consistency with the meatballs themselves. Don't forget the egg, and mixy. Throw that in there. We want this obviously well combined so we don't have random bits of breadcrumb or mouthfuls of breadcrumb in the one meatball, or garlic or ginger or anything else for that matter. Alright, and there we go. If I can hold that up to the camera, that's not too bad. It's still a little crumbly. It's got a crumbly kind of texture. It's sticking together well with the egg, but it's quite grainy. So I'm going to add a little bit of milk to that, and if in doubt, make it a little bit wetter than what you think you need, and that'll keep the meatballs nice and moist. So, meatball time. I want to talk about something that changed my life. This is a new form of alfoil that is normal alfoil on one side, and that side is actually non-stick. And this completely avoids the use of baking paper, which is amazing. Anyway, that's who sells it, and you can find that in Colesworths anywhere. What we've got to do now is make our meatballs, and you want them all consistent, you want them all the same size, so use a tool to shape them for you. And we're going to plonk them straight on there, no fat, no oil, no nothing. We don't need that because it's the non-stick type of alfoil. Meatballs, straight in the oven. Alright, it's sauce time. So, a couple of things for this. We've got water, soy, brown sugar, cornstarch, or corn flour in Australia. Now, if you're watching this in the good old USA, corn flour and cornstarch are two totally different things. Over here, same thing. What we want to do is add our cornstarch into a little bowl here and add just a wee bit of water. Don't ever put dry cornstarch in your recipe. It's going to just glug up and make all sorts of chunks go on, and we don't want that. So I'm going to mix this and only add just enough water to make this go not chunky and not flaky. If we have a look at that, you can see how we've got those dry powder bits in there. We don't want that at all. So a little bit more boiling water. And I just want this basically is quite a thick liquid that's fully combined. We don't want any dry chunks in there. It's almost there. Don't worry so much about the water content. This sauce we're going to cook, and it is going to boil down. You can see that is well and truly combined. That goes in with the water, the soy, the brown sugar, and yet more garlic again. Isn't that a wonderful thing? A few more cloves in there. Alright. Top tip, just a little bit of a splash. If you want to use the real stuff, mirin, Japanese sake or cooking sake, the cheap Chinese cooking wine will do just as well. But a splash of that in there always helps. We're going to whisk that up and make sure it's properly combined. And then in a minute or so we're just going to boil that down, and it'll turn into a lovely thick sauce that is going to attach itself to our meatballs. Brilliant. Alright. So that cold sauce we made before, we're now going to boil down. Oh, look at all that garlic. We're going to just reduce that down until we get the thickness and the consistency that we want. So that can boil away in the background as we go. green stuff. Green stuff keeps you alive. You've got to eat it. Recipe calls for florets of broccoli. So we need to just lop the ends off and make little trees that the kids are going to eat. And we'll just go around there, split that off. We're just breaking them off into little trees as we go. No trouble at all. Nice and easy. Keep those stalks for later, they're good. That one's a bit big, we'll lock that one in half. This is that one. Okay, meatballs! Brilliant. Look at that. They've got good colour on them. Broccoli time. This will be hot. Steam. Ow. Okay. To this broccoli, I'm going to add a little bit of sesame seed oil. Smoky. Now, don't cook sesame seed oil. It's lovely on its own. It goes nasty when you cook it. Don't cook sesame oil. It's very strong. You're going to need a little bit of a splash. Throwing in sesame seeds for garnish. Not a lot. And we'll just give that a stir. Nice. Alright, so big progress on that teriyaki sauce. That's almost a nice thick sauce that you can drizzle on. You can see how much that's reduced out of that pan. That's exactly what we want. Turn that up a little bit more. Nice. Rice is on its way. We're nearly there. Funny how the dogs turn up. Very good. Time to plate up. So I'm just using a bit of a tool here to scoop some rice in. It's going in there like that. Broccoli. Alright, and some balls. All important balls. Nice and thick now. Garnish. And there we go. Butchering knives used in this video are available on DeerSchool.net.